We're starting to see this market shift come through in the numbers now, including prices in Murrieta. We'll check that out starting now. Hey everyone, I'm Chris. I'm one of the guys on the team. Jessica will be back next time. Before we start, let's roll some footage here of Costco after multiple videos by Jessica and lots of updates along the way. The day is finally here, August 5th, Friday. Costco in Murrieta will be opening. The gas station opened up, and here's some of that footage. Everyone's real excited about that. One more housekeeping item. These July stats, July 2022, this marks 3 years of market updates we've been doing. I've got, let's see, 168 videos if my count is right. We've been doing this for 3 years, and we really appreciate all your support. All right, let's get into our stats, and as always, we're doing Menifee, Murrieta, and Temecula, 3 cities in our Temecula-Murrieta Valley here. Our stats are single-family home only. That means no condos, manufactured land, or anything like that. I'm going to try something new where I've got the iPad here. We're going to take some notes on here, and we'll just show you that on the screen now. Starting with your median sales price in Menifee, we have $585,000. Last month, that's up 13.6%. Year over year, that's $70,000, and month over month, it is only $5,000 month over month increase. So perhaps we are seeing the top of Menifee. I'm going to switch to red font because this is big news in Murrieta. $658,000 is the median versus $625,000 last year. That's up 5.3%, and I'll say only 5.3%. That 5.3% is up 33,000 versus last year. But here's the big news. Look at that. Minus 47,000 compared to last month, the $700,000 peak that we may have hit last month. Maybe this is a 1 month anomaly, or maybe this is a big shift in Murrieta. Time will tell. Temecula, $755,000 is up 12.7% last year. That's 85,000 over last year. And month over month we have a $15,000 increase. But basically it looks like we are perhaps topping out here around $750,000 in Temecula. Alright, picking up again on closed sales, starting with Menifee. This is where you see a lot of the news articles on sales being down, the quantity of sale, the number of sales. I'm going to switch back to my red font because we are down. So 160 is down 24.9% versus last year. That's minus 53. And then month over month, we are down 15. Moving on to Murrieta closed sales. This 109 is down 123 to last year, minus 53%. And month over month, look at that, minus 101. This 109 happens to be the same number as Temecula. 109 is down 104 versus last year, basically half, minus 48.8%, and month over month is down 59. Now let me do something else here on the Temecula slide, and I'll go back to Murrieta in a minute, but I'm going to just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. 6 months we are lower than the prior year in Temecula. Going back to Murrieta, we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3 months. 3 months where closed sales is lower than the prior year. Median days on market, I like to track this one. It's just kind of interesting. The day counts are very similar across the cities like they often are. In Menifee, 15. Murrieta, 14. And Temecula, 15. And I'll just hang out for a minute here on Temecula and point out that that is 9 more than last year, this gap right there. And month over month it's plus 4. And we see this in practice where it used to be most listings, anything decent, anything good for sure, would sell after the first weekend. More and more these days we're seeing a property last one weekend into the next weekend, and then some are sitting significantly after that if it's priced incorrectly or is just not one of the stellar properties, just kind of your average property. Those are starting to sit some. Number of listings starting in Menifee. I'll switch back to my black font and point out this 400 versus last year. That's up 141, 54.4%. And then month over month we are up 33. And then I'll write you guys one more note here. 2.1 months of inventory, and I'll talk about that at the end. 2.1 months of inventory. And let me draw a little trend line here. Check that out. So number of listings are trending up. Number of listings in Murrieta, 378 versus 280 last year. That's 98 more, 35%. And let me count again how many months we are more than last year. So there's the first month that was greater than last year. 2, 3, 4 months now. 4 months greater than last year. I'll write up here 2.1 months of inventory again, and I will draw a little trend line. Trending up. Let me focus your attention over here on our y-axis, 400. We're approaching 400 in Murrieta, and I've said this in other updates that in the past, like in January, February, March, the peak in the spring of 2019, we kind of had 500 listings across our 3 cities. Definitely in Murrieta and Temecula. Menifee in the past, 2019 and before, it was a smaller city, and it's grown since then. But even at that time, around 500 listings. That 500 listing number, that basically feels like a magic number to me. That feels like a healthy number, the right number of listings to me, and we're getting towards that. Finally, in Temecula, 342 is up 81 over last year, 31%. Month over month, we got 22 more right there. And let me count again. 1, 2, 3. This is 4 months in a row in Temecula where we have more than last year. There's your trend line. And the last thing I'll write here on Temecula, 2.2 months of inventory. That still is technically a strong seller's market, but all these stats and our feeling, the last 2 going on 3 months now, it feels like a buyer's market now. As I mentioned, we've been doing these videos for 3 years now. We're always trying to get better. Let us know if you're liking this new method with the markup here on the slides and anything else you might want to see. Thanks for watching. Bye.